Well, good morning, Eagle Warriors.
Good morning.
Today we're heading on an epic adventure in a bus. We've ditched our motorbikes and we're going across to Java to a jazz festival. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got the wives and kids with us this time. We're having a nice relaxing trip there and a pretty quick trip back. But for the next couple of days we're going to be reporting from Yogyakarta and I don't know, wherever we're going. So it's early morning. Hey?
Prambanan.
That'll do. Whatever she said. It's a huge festival in the middle of Java, and I'll tell you what, the amount of Javanese that are here in Bali at the moment, it's a bloody good time to get out of Dodge and head the other way, because the traffic can't be any worse than it is here right now. So here we go. We're just leaving. It's not up past 9 in the morning. It's about 6 o'clock, and it looks like we're in for a bloody good day. So I'll keep you posted. Well, not too many bike runs start on a bus. I tell you what though, I'm feeling a lot better to sit on a bus than I was last time I rode to here, because it's a fair bloody drive. And I just leave it to someone else. We're just sitting there and I was snoring. I can wake myself up snoring. But stop the donuts. Now you want it with the little bits of rice up there. They've just been to the temple, which is a pretty big part of us going around as a group run, because asking for blessing and safe passage, and that is a big part of the journey for Eagle Warrior. So, makan pagi. So we've made it across to Gilimanuk, which is on the right hand side, the left hand side, on the west of Bali, and it's where the ferries head across to Java. So we're just about, we actually picked up a couple of more brothers, more members of the family, and in a minute we're going to jump on a ferry, head across the strait between Bali and Java. It's a fairly decent ferry ride. Beautiful day for it though. It's absolutely lovely, not too hot, and nice to be able to stretch your legs, get out of the bus for a little bit. And then the journey really begins. So head across. I think it's, oh look, it's a fair drive. We're going to drive through the night and get there about lunchtime tomorrow. So it's quite a long time to be sitting on your bum. And the worst thing is, it's a long time to be sitting on your bum without a toilet, because this is a bus, not a coach. I don't know whether you tell them, but yeah. So it's actually meant that I can't bring my beer on board and have a few beers, because we're not making enough stops for me to make that possible. So I've had to behave myself. God, I think I've just worked it out. It's a bloody plan. They're doing it deliberately. Look at this, bit of a blessing for the newcomers, for the family. On this side we're in Bali, and over there somewhere, maybe just across there, we're in Java. Massive island, probably more than 1,000 kilometers long, I'd guess, because it's about, yeah, be at least 1,000 k's from one end to the other, long and skinny. And here's the club bus. You can tell because it's got Eagle Warriors written all over it. They all had they had whole chicken. Now when you get a whole chicken in Australia, you go to charcoal chook and you fight over the legs and the arms, but over here you get the whole chook. Now the inside's already taken out, but you get the legs, the beak, the head. They take the feathers off. It's about the only thing on the outside of the chook that's not included. Oh, and I tell you what, I just can't come at it. And then Fee loves hot spicy food. As you all know, I'm not a fan. I don't mind some of it, but it doesn't do me any favours. But it was so hot, she's walking around with red lips, looks like she's just come from Canggu. She's, oh, that was a bit spicy. So she goes, honey, you're not going to be able to handle this. So luckily, I thought ahead and I bought some, we got a half a kilo of bacon. We fried it up in the air fryer. We bought some beautiful sourdough whole grain bread, buttered it up, put some cheese on it. So I'm having bacon and egg sandwiches, and they're all eating chicken heads and chicken feet. And I reckon I won, and they're all sitting there going, no, we got better. So I gave them a boiled egg, and I said, here, have the whole bloody chicken. Oh, look, you got to laugh at this, but we're having a good time. Now, the problem about going to Java is it's almost exclusively non-alcoholic. And that really doesn't figure well with my appetite. So I had to behave myself. I did smuggle a little bit of Jim Beam into the bus, and I've only had a little bit. But we're just about to get ready to go. Here's my other mate Katuk. I've got lots of Katuk friends. There we are. Where I'm going, I don't imagine there's going to be terribly many Bule or terribly many white people over there. It's a jazz festival organised in the middle of sort of the whole island of Java, near Yogyakarta, and looking forward to it. These guys, the guys who are running this the event, are also looking to help Eagle Warriors, the motorbike group here in Bali, with an event coming up next year. So you'll hear lots more about that in the future. But that's one of the reasons we're going over, is actually do a bit of reconnaissance and see, recognizance, I think it's the word, to see what we need to learn, what we need to know about running an event, about hosting a bike show or a music festival or something. So I'll tell you what, we're going to do that. We're going to head over. It's about 24 hours driving from here to where we're going. It's a bloody long way. It's not seen. I've seen a heap of these videos when you get an old ferry like this, and it doesn't go as well as they expect. If this is my last post, I tell you what, I had a bloody good last day, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. I don't know. It's just like. Have you got a license?
Of course, honey.
Oh, really?
Hi, brother, Uncle Muri. How are you?
Boleh gila.
Boleh gila. Bugil, boleh gila.
Bloody nice day to be alive. There is no way on earth I can describe the smell, the concept. It's just, oh my god, it smells like 100% ammonia solution. Oh, I held my breath as long as I could, but it didn't work. Oh well, anyway, that's over and done with. Time to get back on the bus. Listen, for all of those people that reckon driving in Bali is insane, do yourself a favour, jump on a bus and head over to Java. But okay, look, these coaches overtake on blind corners. They undertake each other. They toot and they holler and they miss each other by millimetres. It's just, oh, and at night time, see, look, if you go on a solid line, I know, it's only a couple of vehicles coming. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, look, it's a whole nother world. You honestly have never seen anything like this in your life. And I'm going to try and get the camera out to the front so I can show you, because it's out the gate. That's the only way, the best way to describe it. And we've only got probably another 12 hours of this to go. Oh, nice comfy coach, but we had to stop for toilet breaks because there's no onboard dunny, and they do karaoke on the bus. There's the microphone down there, and here we go. Best of the Scorpions. I tell you what, the drivers are insane. They know every millimetre of the width of these buses. How the hell they don't just smack each other every day, I've got no idea. But you don't terribly often hear about big accidents. It's pretty bloody amazing, I've got to say. Holy hell, I'm going to see if I can't swap seats with them later on, so I can get some photos of some of just the incredible driving. Really crazy. The one thing I need to tell you, if you're ever driving over in Java or Sumatra or pretty much anywhere over this side of the world, if you see a coach coming out of the way and it's going to have flashing lights and it looks like a mobile disco, get the hell out of the way, because these guys will literally push you off the road, whether you're in the wrong direction or the right direction. They're on a tight schedule and you've got to get out of the way. They'll be overtaking trucks, buses with oncoming vehicles, and they just figure you're on a bike, you can run off the road, get back on, because you're probably going a lot slower than these guys are. And if you don't, you probably end up under the bus, so bloody careful. Oh, it's crazy. So a few little facts about Java. 150 odd million people living on one island. It's one of the most populated islands in the world, and it's a big island, and there are lots of farm, rural sort of areas. So it's not just houses all over the place. It's quite there's quite a bit of agriculture and wild wilderness, I guess you'd call it. But lots and lots of these little villages and towns all along the main road. To get up to the big main freeway, which goes almost from the tip of Java right across to the far side, to the eastern side, the western side, and then up through Sumatra, is giant big government developed multi-lane concrete highway. Hasn't hit Bali yet, and look, it will one day. They're talking about it again, but it's probably going to take a lot longer because we don't quite have the real estate in Bali like they did here. But the one thing about the highway, you can't take motorbikes on the big freeway. Well, it's not freeway, actually you've got to pay, but it's not very much. We drove across Java in a small truck a couple of years back, and I think it cost us about $100 with all the tolls. You stop at every town and go through another toll gate, or like an e-toll sort of thing, and it was about $100 for the vehicle. But we saved probably 2 days worth of driving at least from going through the villages and taking the windy road. Here we go, we're going to push these bikes off the road. Get out of the way. Toot. Another one. Get out of the way. Here's a three-wheeler. He's off the road. Man, I want to get down the front so I can show you. It's pretty spooky being up the front of the bus because you get to see everything just before it happens. Hopefully before it doesn't happen. But yeah. There's fish farms over there. By the looks of that, some prawn farms or something. The roads are pretty good, reasonably good. The scenery's lovely. Look at the beautiful big mountains. Bustling, busy area. 150 million people. So Java and this part of Indonesia doesn't rely on tourism almost at all. In fact, there's almost no major services to deal with Western tourism, which means you're not likely to find too many Western toilets. You almost can't buy beer anywhere in Java. In a hotel or a restaurant is probably the only places you'll get one. And I'm meaning like a resort hotel. And a fairly upmarket restaurant here, because it's a very much Muslim country where we've gone a fair way from the Hindu and the Western sort of areas. It's very strongly Muslim culture. There's some beautiful mosques like this big one coming up here, but it also means that they so we got that. There we go, look at that. It means that they don't cater for Western food and Western activities. If you want to get off the road and have a bit of a trek or have a bit of an explore around Indonesia and actually get away from Western tourism, it's a fantastic and phenomenal place. Not only have I been through here, but I've been right up through a deal of Sumatra. Absolutely stunning, but there are some really important things that you need to know if you're travelling through some of the more isolated regions. Like, for one, in Sumatra, travelling after dark is almost illegal and very, very highly unrecommended because it's dangerous. And there's bandits that will sort of block the road and extort money out of you or rip you off blind. There are some dangerous places to go, and you're best off doing your homework before you get up there, because it's bloody too late to find out if you get up into an area and you didn't know what you need to know. Maybe one day I'll do a full-on sort of slow trek through here and try and give you a bit of information. But talking to locals is a big thing. Having a local guide is a huge thing. It's alright if you're going on a bus and stuff like that. Although, having said that, when we came through here a couple of years ago, on this same road where we're heading to the freeway, there was a big mountain pass we went up over through the forest, and at night time the locals had all pushed trees over in the middle of the road to block the highway off to a single lane, and they were standing there getting money from every single every bus and truck that was going past. And I guess it's an unofficial toll or something, and they didn't look like they were going to let anyone through that wasn't paying. So yeah, watch where you go. Stick to the main path. Look, there's a million people come around and say, Muzza, I went over there and I've trekked right through it and I lived it and I loved it, and that's fine, that's good on you. But a lot of people that watch my channel are a little bit more conservative, or a little bit more, oh, here we go, overtaking another car, oncoming, two trucks. There we go. There we go. And there's a bike coming, he's got to get on. Not a lot of room here. I drove this myself, first time ever in Java, and I'm driving a small truck. Oh, can't tell you how exciting it was. And at night time too, but the truck's lights weren't real good. Anyway, be careful, and I'll try and get some more of this driving adventures too, because it's just whole something else. We've stopped at a typical gas station. Now, the gas stations here don't even sell tea or coffee or soft drinks or anything. They literally just sell petrol, but they're government owned, so I guess it's not looking to make a profit. And the petrol is the same price right across Indonesia from what I can see. The toilets, you got to pay 20 cents to use a dunny, but I've got to warn you, the toilets aren't Western toilets. Haven't seen a roll of toilet paper since I left Bali. Luckily we bought some wet wipes with us, but it's not a luxurious experience. It's certainly better than the toilet on the ferry, because it was like walking into a ammonia factory. But it's a bit weird walking away with a wet bum, and you got to pay for the privilege. We're having fun. The whole bus is erupting in karaoke, and if you've never listened to karaoke sung badly in another language, it could be sung perfectly, but that's the way it's supposed to sound. But I don't think so. So I did get up and sing April Sun in Cuba, just because they loaded up. I think we're going. But the kids are up there having a dance in the middle of the aisle, and the bus driver, I just finished filming a little bit about the bus driver and how close they are, and he took the mirror off a car that we were just about took the whole side of the car off, but he just managed to take the mirror off, and now he's out there buffing the mark out of the paint. The driver came up, rounded him up and said, "Hey, excuse me, you just cleaned the mirror off." Oh look, it's an adventure. I gotta say, travelling internationally is a bloody good adventure, and if you got the right attitude, you'll have a ball. You'll absolutely have a ball. But if you don't have a good attitude, or you're a bit concerned about creature comforts, you'll probably hate it. We so far haven't stopped anywhere that sells what I would call real food, Western food. A lot of nasi and some chickens with their heads still on and stuff. But luckily I bought some sandwiches, so I got smart. We made some bacon and eggs and sausages and cooked them all up, put them on some beautiful whole grain, what is it, sourdough. Ooh, yummy. So I've been sitting in there munching on that, not eating too much, because I tell you what, I don't want to be going to the toilet anymore, and I absolutely have to, because it's a long way between stops. And yeah, they're not the most pleasant places to stop. Anyway, right, let's go back on the bus.
It's Libya.
Exercise on the bus as well. Oh, God bless.